Hey, this is Pastor Rick. Have you ever tried to help somebody that didn't want help? You ever tried to, elevate somebody's life, try to give them an opportunity to see something they couldn't see, and you just were not successful? It's really sad. It's a sad moment when you give it all you can to engage somebody and they just don't get it. Well, in Numbers chapter 13, you have the story, right, where Caleb is listening to this report given by 11 other guys who went over to spy out the promised land with him. And they are just giving it a horrible report. And the Bible says Caleb tried to bring balance. Listen to what he said, Numbers chapter 13, verse 30. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We can't attack these people, for they're stronger than we are." And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they had explored. They said, "The land we've explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak from the Nephilims. We seem like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we look the same to them." Well, that's the end of that fight. This is over. These guys have given up like a lot of us have if you're not careful. We give up too quickly. We look at the size of the challenge, but listen, that wasn't their job description. They weren't supposed to determine whether they could do it or not. That wasn't their job. Their job was to go and bring back a report. Tell us how many people are there. Tell us the size of the enemy. Tell us who they are. That's what your job is. And bring back some fruit. Don't come back with a report. But the Bible said they spread a negative report. Be careful what you spread. And be careful what you allow people to tell you. This is a story about people being told something that wasn't true. They could take these people. And they did. But it all started when a new generation was born, because this generation couldn't do it. So the question is, are you that generation that can't get it done? You will never get it done because you've given up on everything. You've lost your faith, your confidence, and your trust. And so now you're basically just accepting what comes into your life. These folks had come back and did something they were never told to do, and now the whole nation will suffer. It's all because of a few guys. Who are the few guys in your life that have convinced you can't? Who are the few guys in your life that have convinced you there's no way you can overcome? There's no way. What kind of negative report are you spreading? One of the things you have to be very careful about is your capacity to be negative, your capacity to lose hope, your capacity to believe there's no turnaround. There is a turnaround, but it starts with your attitude and what you say. It's when you say it's over, it truly is over. But when you think you can, you'd be surprised what you can get done. And it all starts with an attitude. This is a bad attitude. And you see Caleb trying to quiet it, but here's the lesson. They were determined to be lost, and there was nothing he could do. You know what I've learned about believers and Christians and people who go to church? They don't have a formula for people who don't want it. They think if they keep browbeating you and talking to you and modeling for you and showing you what a godly life looks like, that you're going to want it. Some people want to live a worldly life. You have to learn to love your people who work with you because they want to cuss. You say, because you're not cuss around me as much. You can make requests, but they decide they want to do what they do. And believe it or not, God gave them that right. He gave Adam and Eve, Cain, everybody got a right. Moses, everybody got a right. Choose what you want. Choose this day who you'll serve. I set before you blessings and cursings. When people make those decisions, you have to learn to love them. You cannot allow yourself to make it your job to force people. Some people are determined to be lost. Love them until the end. Let them say no to God if they want to. You just make sure you say yes. Some people are determined to be lost, determined to be divorced, determined to get pregnant, determined. So love them and move forward. My name is Pastor Ricky Temple. I enjoy being with you today. Stay sharp. And don't you allow yourself to get dragged into worrying about things you can't control. Caleb told them the truth and let it fall where it falls. And sometimes that's all you can do. Enjoy your day and stay sharp. My name is Ricky Temple. Bye-bye.